Apologize to me. Godfred Dame threatens Kwachi Ofosu. And I read. Now, former Attorney General and Minister of Justice Godfred Yeboah Dame has threatened to take legal action against the Minister of State in charge of government communications, Felix Kwachi Ofosu. In a write-up shared on his Facebook platform on March 31, 2026, Dame accused Kwachi Ofosu of making defamatory comments against him by alleging that he refused to take the case of the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, the NPP, Bernard Nchibo Siako, that's Chairman Wuntumi, to court after a police investigation report showed that he Wuntumi was involved in legal mining during a panel discussion on Metro TV. Now, my brother, my sister, this is where it gets really beautiful. Now, Felix Ofosu Kwachi sat on a TV station and he made it clear that Wuntumi, despite the fact that this guy was destroying flora and fauna in his dirty acts of galamsey in the days of the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Bawumia government, in which Godfred Dame was the Attorney General, the party turned a blind eye to his nefarious activities and he continued misbehaving. My brother, my sister, now the day of reckoning is here. That dirty government is out of power right now. And now, Judgment Day is knocking on the door of Wuntumi. He has been arraigned before court, and many more cases are coming out against him. It doesn't look like Wuntumi is going to walk a free man. But Godfred Dame says, you maligned me. In fact, you defamed me by telling the whole world that I sat on a case, shelved it, and refused to make it public and do the needful. For that matter, apologize to me. I'm waiting for that apology. Now, if that apology comes, it means that Ofosu Kwachi has been very careless with his remarks. It means he's been very economical with the truth. I like to see people come out and dare each other like this. My brother, my sister, every man has the right to protect himself and his dignity. If the former minister thinks that he has been defamed and is already firing warning shots, then it is either time to duck or to return the fire. Is Felix Ofosu Kwachi going to duck? Is he going to return the fire? I am waiting to hear this. In fact, the worst government we have ever had in this country, my brother, my sister, has been this Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government. Wanton thievery. A lot of the bad things that ever happened in our country happened in that regime. We saw money piled up under people's beds. Maid servants stole a lot of the money, yet they were never discovered because the money was so humongous. We saw how dead bodies could still do more transfers from the grave. Hallelujah. We saw how people misbehaved with the public purse. We saw how a sleeping president slept all through his years in power. And that gave people the opportunity to misbehave. My brother, my sister, to Felix Ofosu-Kwakye, I am glad you brought this out. But should it end there? If a man has been made aware of a wrongdoing, a criminal activity, and he sat on it and he never reported it, should this person not be hauled before the courts by our laws? If somebody is aware, his attention has been drawn to the fact that there's a certain kind of criminal activity happening, and he decides to sit on the information, especially that he was even the Attorney General, and he had the power to go to the court, my brother, my sister, but decided to shelve this thing, I think it is not enough to just mention it. It's time now to go to court so that this irresponsible act, alleged irresponsible act, can be dealt with. True or false? I'll leave it here. Now the next thing I would like to look at, I'm reading this from Ghana, I beg your pardon, My Joy Online, and it says, price of sachet water to rise to 15 Ghana cedis per bag from April 6. 4 days from now, the price of sachet water will increase by 50%. Now, the National Association of Sachet and Packaged Water Producers has announced an increase in the price of sachet water, citing rising production costs linked to global supply challenges. Now, the new pricing regime, which takes effect from Monday, April 6, follows what the association describes, particularly polymers, due to international market disruptions. Now, in a statement issued on April 2, the association explained that the ongoing conflict in Iran has contributed to a shortage of key inputs, including, in fact, making it increasingly difficult for producers to sustain existing price levels. Now, my brother, I am very embarrassed at this price hike. My brother, my sister, we used to buy it for 10 Ghana cedis. Am I correct? All of a sudden, it's going to be increased by 50% because of the Iran-Russia-Israel war. I beg your pardon, America-Israel war. Hey, what is happening in this country? Just yesterday, it was reported that inflation in Ghana has even descended lower. Unprecedentedly, in contemporary times, the economy of Ghana is showing unprecedented muscles, strong muscles. My brother, the war in Iran has not affected the price of fuel in Ghana. It has not affected our economy significantly. But water producers want to increase prices by 50%. What wicked people. Very dangerous people. I think it's time to boycott this water, my brother, my sister, and get the Ghana Water Company to do a good job so we can drink from the pipe directly. These are the people who make sure that the economy never recovers. The smallest push, they increase prices. Like this GPRTU people. They will increase prices because a cockroach and a mosquito crashed in Afghanistan. Oh, there was a heavy rainfall in Azerbaijan. For that matter, trotro prices are increasing. Hey, a mosquito was involved in an accident in Korea. For that matter, they are increasing trotro fares. Yet, when oil is produced in abundance in Iran, in Saudi Arabia, and fuel prices come down, even in Ghana, these people never reduce prices. Can you imagine the level of wickedness? Can you imagine how satanic these people are? Yet you say you go to church. Yet you say you are Muslims. Yet you say that, oh, you love your brother as yourself. Yet you are demons. I cannot understand. Listen, fuel prices were reduced by Mahama. We all went to the fuel stations and we heaved a sigh of relief. Prices had come down left, right, and center. Bread prices were still the same. They even wanted to increase. Fuel prices went down, yet trotro prices were still the same. Nobody reduced. It is only in my country where a mosquito and a cockroach fight in China. And for that matter, prices of tomatoes, cassava, which are not produced in China, or rice. It is only in my country that pure water, sachet water producers are increasing prices by 50%, all because Iran is fighting Israel. Fuel prices have been increased, but water prices are increasing. And I look at this and I ask myself, can we deal with these prices? I don't like it when government has to come in with those pricing, whatever they call that in economics. My brother, my sister, but I think it's necessary now. Any group can come out and increase price. My brother, my sister, soon, our sisters who stand at cantonments in front of the Togo embassy, who stand at different places in obscured areas, will increase the price of their something, because Israel and America are fighting Iran. Price gone up. Everything is going up because of wickedness. How can the economy grow? Look how hard Mahama is working. It was just announced yesterday that we have enough diesel, enough fuel to run the country for several weeks. So we should not be worried about price increases of fuels in Ghana. But water people are increasing prices. Can we boycott this? You know what is going to happen? The Chinese are soon going to go into the water production business, and they will sell it to us at 8 cedis. And then the Nigerians will come in and do the business and sell it to us at 10 cedis. We will be the same people chasing the Nigerians away. They should go back to their country. They are taking your business because you are wicked people. Very wicked people. Water prices are increasing 50% because Iran is fighting. Is the water from Iran? They say the polymers, which are not produced in Ghana, the prices are increasing. My brother, my sister. Now let us look at the reality of this. If the prices of polymers are increasing, the dollar rate is still the same. The Ghanaian cedi is showing muscle. Must we package our water in polymers? Must we package our water in polymers? I think there should be a boycott of this. Again, why are we not producing polymers in Ghana? Or we are not producing enough? If we produce oil and gas in Ghana, I don't see why we cannot produce polymers. I leave it here. But I would like to talk to these water people. Please, fear God small. You are going to drive a lot of people into drinking something which may not be good for their health. But I will call for a total boycott of these sachet water increases. The government must come in to deal with this situation. There's a story here that I would like to look at. It's a human interest story. And I'm reading this from Ghana Web. It says, German-based Ghanaian details losing his job for asking for female co-workers' contact. Can I read that? A Ghanaian man living in Germany, identified as Alphonse, has recounted how he lost his job following an encounter with a white female colleague at his workplace. Alphonse explained that before relocating abroad, he worked in Ghana as a driver, operating trotro, taxi, and other, such services as Uber. Now, seeking better opportunities, he moved to Germany, where he eventually secured employment. Speaking an interview on SVTV Africa recently, he said he was unaware of certain workplace boundaries, particularly regarding interactions with colleagues outside of work. According to him, he became friendly with a white female colleague who treated him kindly, which led him to believe she might be interested in him. He noted that acting on that assumption, he asked for her phone number, making the request repeatedly over 3 days before she eventually gave it to him. However, afterwards, he said the white lady reported him to management for harassment. Germany is the place where your colleague will pretend they don't know you after work. You will say hello to them at the bus station and they will ignore you, but they will speak to you the next day after work. In my early days, I didn't know that I was not supposed to take my colleague's contact. There was a white lady at my workplace who was very nice to me. I thought she was interested in me, so I asked her for her number. I asked for about 3 consecutive days, even though she gave me the number finally. The white lady reported me for harassment, and I was sacked. Ghana is not Germany. You meet a young lady and you tell her, I need you power. Young ladies that I've met, some of them tell me that they don't like that. Don't come directly to them and tell them, oh, I'm in love with you. Oh, I love you. Please, can I date you? No. They want you to start gradually. Don't be too hot. Come. Say, oh, how are you doing? Have you eaten? Can I buy you lunch? Start by being kind. Oh, how was your night? Oh, did you sleep well? Oh, nice. Such courtesies. Then after some time, you can ask for the phone number. If she doesn't give it to you, or if she gives you a wrong number, it tells you that she probably is not interested. But the world where I come from, the man would have to insist A lot of young ladies believe that they have to stretch the man until his elasticity point is broken. Even if they want him, they say mimpel. And so peno. Me say mimpel. Oh, sister. Me need you pa. Chalendra. Me dwene ho sa mantumi anda. And they da. And they da na me mimpel. Meanwhile, she's interested in you. So we grew up in a society where no means yes. You are even in the bedroom eating. Then she tells you to stop. Meanwhile, her stop means continue. Meanwhile, when you are stopping, the same person will tell you, as Castro sang in his music. My brother, my sister. But when you go out there, a no is a no, and a yes is a yes. I was in England. All the young white ladies liked me. They loved the way the dreadlocks came down on my shoulders, and I was smelling good, and I looked good, and I spoke good English. But I didn't give them a chance. No. Because there's some kind of food I don't like to eat. I'm used to the akpla and fetiri dechi. I'm used to the tuozafi and miyan kuka. I honestly run diarrhea when I eat pizza. So when you offer me pizza, there be. So I didn't give them the chance. But my brother wanted to move all the way from Banku to Pisa. The fact that the young lady was nice to him, he took Ghana to Germany. Oh, once she's been nice to me, means that she likes me. And to give me your number. I said, okay, I hear you. She didn't give it to you. The following day you came again, giddy. And right now when I'm beside number no. For number, mama. Say, oh, nyabutre. The third day, are you not going to give me your number? The young lady felt harassed. And she reported. And look how seriously they took the issue. They sacked the gentleman. How many of us play with our female friends, touch them, and laugh, and we call it play? How many of us ask for phone numbers here? And because we do not want to be seen as arrogant, we just give that out. I decided to pick this story for one reason. When you go to Rome, don't expect to be served with banku and fetiridechi. When you go to Rome, don't expect to go to a restaurant and eat fufu and akrantie. Ghana is different from Italy. Ghana is different from Germany. Work ethics are different. Yes, you show each other courtesy at workplace. But after work, there's no relationship. I meet you at the bus stop. I don't know you. Interestingly, when the police are looking for you, they will tell the police all about you. Yet, at the bus stop, hi, how are you? They don't know you. So they are trying to tell you that you are only workmates and not mates. Hallelujah. Think about it deeply. And I think if you rope some of these things into your life, you will be a better person. Where it is work, make sure it is work. Some people take it so personal. You ask for a young lady's number, she says no. And then because you are the boss, you start to worry her. Worry pa. You make sure she works, sir. A young lady comes looking for a job. You are not interested in her CV. You don't care which school she attended. You don't care whether she knows the job or not. What you are interested in is what you are interested in. You want her in your bedroom. Once she says yes, you don't care her qualifications. How will productivity grow in quality? Everybody wants to penetrate somebody before they engage them. You go to a company, 80% of all the young ladies there, they know the ins and outs of the boss's bedroom. They know what time he wakes up from bed. They know what he drinks when he wakes up from bed. They know the color of his bedroom. All the young ladies, 80% and even more. How would the company grow? When your yardstick for employment is bedmatics, is it a porn hub? If it's a porn hub, tell me, are you grooming them for pornography? And in my country, some men still do that. I am glad that all my life, this has never been me. A young lady wants a certain kind of help. And all I see in this young lady is sex. It's so insulting. In fact, it is very insulting. You don't see any use. All you see is bedmatics. It's not wrong to fall in love with a workmate, but a lot of companies, including mine here at MGL, we are not allowed to fall in love with workmates. Are you aware? So Blakk Rasta is not supposed to fall in love with Dina. Blakk Rasta is not supposed to fall in love with Ewenam. Trigmatic is not supposed to fall in love with AJ. AJ is not supposed to fall in love with my producer, Lord Asori Batanda. That is how the work is. And these are our laws. Miriam is not supposed to fall in love with me. Lois, no matter how many times she tells me she's in love with me, I'm not supposed to accept it, because that is how it is. Several companies in Ghana, they don't allow in-house romance. That is true. So when a man approaches you and tells you, oh, he wants to start a relationship with you, and he gets reported, he can be sanctioned. It happened at a radio station I worked in, and the man and the lady decided that because it was not allowed there, they will separate. So one moved out of the job place and went looking for a job somewhere, all in the name of their romance. The names are withheld. Those who know, know. To cut a long story short, my brother, my sister, it's not everywhere you can take Ghana to. The other day, a Russian guy came here. Have we forgotten so soon? And all he needed to say, in order to get his bed warmed, follow me, I show you how I live. Follow me, I show you how I live. And young ladies were following him, and he was spanking them hot. And he videotaped them in such nauseating positions. Yet elsewhere, even asking for a phone number, you can be fired any which way. My name is Blakk Rasta, and it's been the voice of the Patriot. Right time, not 1 minute late, not 1 second early. Waking up not only the master or the mistress who fed it, but the rest of the community to be up and doing. Oh yes. Remember when we used to tell each other, early in the morning tomorrow when we hear the crow of the African black cock, you must know it's me, myself, and I, saying thank you for everything you've done for me today. And of course, previously. Yet when festivities came, we're so much in a hurry to dehumanize the African black cock. What did we do? We assassinated it and served its corpse on our plates, which we proudly called forth. This is the African history class with a big fat, thick, tall, standing erect and very hairy every morning, like the cedar of Lebanon, surrounded by the beautiful blue blistering pinnacles of lapis lazuli, the African black cock. And this is our African proverb of the day. Now, anytime you hear an African proverb, do not be so much in a hurry to decode it without inviting the spirit of our ancestors to the reasoning table. After all, they propounded all these wonderful proverbs. Now, our African proverb today is from Sudan and is quoted in Arabic. I read, Aj Jamal Ma Bishuf Awajat Nagatu. Can I read it again? Aj Jamal Wa Bishuf Awajat Nagaptu. Aj Jamal Wa Bishuf Awajat Nagaptu. Which means the camel does not see the bend on its back. Aj Jamal Ma Bishuf Awajat Nagaptu. The camel, yes, the camel does not see the bend on its back. What is the meaning of this proverb? It's about people who are very good at criticizing others, yet they are a total personification of criticism. Now, when you read the Bible, the book of Luke, it tells you, Jesus Christ tells you, that you have a plank in your eye, plank, yet you don't see it, but you see the speck in another man's eye. You have forgotten that you need to remove the whole plank from your eye so you can see clearer to take out the little speck from somebody's eye. But you leave the plank in your eye, and then you come removing the speck from somebody's eye. In Jamaica, we say, your house want fix up. But you are fix the hole in the next man's house. Your whole house needs to be fixed. Yet you are able to see the small hole in somebody's roof to go and fix. Think about it. Think about it. There are some people, they are professional critics. They can criticize you from morning till night. Oh, the wig you are wearing is not nice, so this week. With this week, so where they sell for 20 cedis for Kantamatu market, Make her buy you the other one. Meanwhile, the wig this person is wearing is not even 2 pesos. Oh, this your guy? Kwabena, wa pega some more area, anyina. Kwabena, where Jamaica be? Kwabena, oh shit, papa. Meanwhile, she is so bad-mannered, she doesn't even have a boyfriend. But she has turned herself into a marriage counselor. My brother, beware of those people. Oh, this company, you want to go and work there? I say, Omo, you're bad. Then they will tell you a million things why you shouldn't go there. Yet, They have sent 10 applications to that place already. They have not even been invited for an interview. Think about it. Oh, girl, we. So by money, what for member said 20 or munyina jano, obi ampeno. So by money, oh, sir. Jai, upe crab is a kweku. But if you are bold enough to start the relationship, you realize that the lady is actually like an angel. She wakes up at the right time. She prepares the right meals. When you return from work, she's at the door. She will plant 1,000,000 kisses on your cheeks everywhere. And then she is taking off your shirt. The bath is already warm. She jumps into the bath with you. And then she's doing things with you and for you and to you. Hallelujah. And the way she speaks to you, oh, Mira, my aduane be say mienu na me se ni nyina so pe obedi ba ko ansa na wadi ba ko no ana se udi ma mendi ba ko e ansa na ma di ba ko no Mira we sure so be di ba ko no ansa na ma di ba ko no ai me di ba ko no ansa na ma di ba ko no me di we are na me hu tomi na me nya honde ansa na ma di ba ko no sa. And the mirror, how come people were discouraging me from this girl? Think about it. Sometimes you need to dare. Because some people are behaving like the camel. They don't see the bend on their backs. Think about it. This is the African History Class.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Papa Jay, and I'm a regular student of the African History Class. I love the African Proverbs, Anoman Tua, Ojinao.
Yeah, this is Jack Coffee. Why? We're listening to Blakk Rasta, African History Class. We also students here, and we like it. Yeah, more African stories, African history. You see?
The African History Class. In fact, Blakk Rasta has brought something new. And this is where we are all listening to our own history. Ghana, Bakwasem, Bibi Mai, Bakwasem, Black, Nyamisha.
Agbolosu no alodo. Agbolosu kite krituk padang panyato makazo ogbogidigi so wonu mamo keke levo adalevo agbolosu chakrisu ebe no gumofali keke tomodo akponu yedokonu agbegbe ahove edamela chianko achiakonu logosiam odubu buyebu esuje hon tom nyina wewu kotokolo wuto afapora wula mowu neoma omiavedu tete milete tutele ka ba movo pompo ebe no zomojade kazumado abonu kredo agbatre o agbolosu no alodo Blakk Rasta moyo zo drama odomo malakemoto wagabo wono cho fefea.
enjoy 25% off store-wide.
Oh my God. And in the African history class today, we're taking you to South Africa. And we're going to be looking at something in South Africa amongst the Xhosa. Correct pronunciation, Xhosa. 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 Pronounce it after me. Xhosa. 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 Now for the Xhosa people of South Africa, Uluwaluko or circumcision is very important. And they don't do it on the seventh day as many people do in Africa and religiously. This is how it is done. It is not just a medical procedure. It is a core of Uluwaluko, an ancient and sacred rite of passage that transforms a boy who in Xhosa is called Nkwenkwe. Nkwekwe. Nkwekwe means a boy. A boy is Nkwekwe. Nkwenkwe. Repeat after me. Nkwenkwe. That's a boy. Now it transforms a boy into a man, and a man in Xhosa is Ndoda. So from an Nkwenkwe to an Ndoda, and is beautiful. Now, without completing this ritual, Xhosa male is often not considered an adult. Regardless of his age, he cannot inherit property or marry within the traditional system. So amongst the Xhosas, if a young man starts dating a lady, he's langa to see if he's circumcised or not. Like you see here. If you are not circumcised, you have no business dating a young lady. In Ghana, we call it boto. If you have boto, you cannot date a young lady. Wait until you are circumcised before you can engage in dating. Now this is how it is done. Usually twice a year, in June and also in December, groups of young men called Abakweta leave their homes. Their heads are all shaved, and they head into the bush or mountains to live in secluded temporary grass huts called Mboma. They will put you in grass huts in the bush called Mboma. Iboma. The circumcision is performed by a traditional surgeon. In Ghana, we call him the Wanzam. But over there among the Xhosas, they are called the... My brother, my sister, is supposed to be done in complete silence. Not even... whoa, oh, no. Let alone, why? No. Total silence. Showing fear or crying out is seen as a sign of weakness and may bring shame to your family, because the Wanzam, who in this case is called the Nshibi, will tell your parents, hey, your son was crying like a woman. Now you will still be there until you are healed. Your bodies will be smeared with white clay, like you see here. This is white clay, shile. You know shile, don't you? This is shile. And shile is called ncheke among the horses. That's what they do. And this symbolizes transition from the ghost-like state to a man. An elder who is traditionally called Hinkankata teaches them the history of the Hosa. And these are some of the knives they use for the circumcision. Shoo! Now the responsibilities of a provider and a protector, you are taught as a man. And finally you are taught sexual morality and social etiquette. So you are taught how to make your woman happy, which parts of her body you should touch, how to touch, to give her sensation. You are taught how to do it. Oh my God. And when this is done, the final thing is the homecoming, which is called the Nkugwala. Nkugwala. Once you are healed and they realize that there are no more sores, no pain, they will test it to see if it can stand. So the Nkata, who is teaching you about sex and all that, will start to play with it. He will hold the round ones and pull them up a little bit and dance them, push them, smear a little bit of oil on that, and then when it starts to stand up, kidigba, they all clap, back, 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 back. This is a real man. If he doesn't stand, they have to take you through treatment, herbal treatment. My brother, my sister, now when you returned home, you will throw away everything that you were wearing as a boy. You will now start dressing like a man. And it will be your time to go out there and talk to young ladies. Oh my God. They will now smear you with red ochre. So you'll be dressed red, not like this anymore, no more white. They will use red ochre, O-C-H-R-E. That is what they use around you, so that it will mean that you've moved from the ghost stage of white now to a real man, the ochre state. My brother, my sister, this is how it is done. Men are forbidden from discussing the details of the teachings they got from the Nkwata. Oh yes. From the Nkankata. Ikankata. That's the old man who taught them all the secrets of the woman. They are not supposed to discuss it. And they are not supposed to discuss anything that happened in the bush. This secrecy is intended to create a powerful bond of brotherhood among those who have gone to the mountain. In modern days, however, because of the health risk of the blades, this tradition is gradually fading off. And the Uluwaluko is gradually going down. And they are now circumcised in the hospital rather than being circumcised on the mountain. Today, my brother, my sister, We have taken you all the way to South Africa, and we've been talking about Uluwatu.